I've had many people ask me about how to create a newsletter or a flyer or brochure using a Google Docs tool or anything through Google. And I've always sent them to a third-party application like Lucid Press, which is very, very detailed. Well, I just recently found a trick from the Google Guru that you can easily create a newsletter using Google Slides. So I'm going to show you how to do that. All you do is you click New and then choose a new Google slideshow. Typically, we think of slideshows as a horizontal type of document. But one of the things that you can do in slides is customize. So all you do is go to File and click on Page Setup. This lets us change to a custom size. From here, I can make it 8.5 by 11, which is the standard size of a piece of paper. So now you see that it is vertically oriented instead of horizontal. Now, I always delete the basics and like to start from a blank slate when I create things. So I'm going to show you a few of the simple things you can do with slides to create your own custom type newsletter. One of them is that you can insert things like word art. So here I can say that I want to give the creative heading of newsletter. I can drag it up to the top, and one of the nice things about slides and any Google applications is you see these red lines that pop up when you move things around. And those kind of help you center or line items up. So I can tell because that red line is in the middle that it is centered on the page. Now I can change my font. I can play around with different sizes, things like that. I can change color, so I can make it red or purple or whatever color I want. So that's how you can create headings. Another thing that you can do is you could create text or columns. So I might say that I want to create a 2-column newsletter. Now I have some text that I had copied already, so I'm going to paste it in, and it was a lot of text. One of the things that you can't do is connect columns, but I can copy and change things. So I'm going to copy this text from the bottom, delete that out, and I'm going to create another separate text box over here and post that text right in there, paste it in there. And so now I have 2 columns. I can change, I can orient them, I can justify the text, I can manipulate that however I want, and I start to see the shape of a newsletter taking place here. Now, one of the other things that I can do is add pictures and so on. So I'm going to just use the insert option and say I want to insert an image. Now here you can insert images by URL from the web. You can use your Google Photos or Picasa web albums if you have them, images that you have stored in your Google Drive, or you can just search for images. So I'm going to put cupcake here and just pick an image that I like, and I'm going to grab this one and hit select. Then I can drag it around, change the size, fit it where I want to fit it to make it look good in my newsletter. And now when I move it, I can see the red line shows up telling me that I'm centered, and I'm also centered over the column. So there's that. Now the nice thing is I can keep a 1-page newsletter, or I can add multiple pages. Now I always like to use the blank page feature because then I can start from scratch and put the things on that I need. Now when you're done, make sure that you name your item, and all you have to do is either share it with the link like you would any Google Doc so that you can post it to the web, or you can download it. So I could say File, Download as PDF, and I would save that as a PDF, and I could email it to parents, attach it to my student management system. I can do whatever I want to do with that PDF document. So that's a simple way to use Google Slides to create newsletters or brochures or other things like that. Thank you.